Pokemon games are awesome, but there's only so many times you can pick Charmander, use Flamethrower, beat the game, and repeat. But the fan-made game Pokemon Winter fixes all of that by adding a new region, new storyline, and even new regional variants to play with. Now let's go explore the region of Seriyama. I started my journey off in Primum High School, where I was bullied for not yet having a Pokemon. Well, this is gonna be fun. But shortly after this, I found out it was my birthday, and I had a feeling it was time to get this adventure started. I rushed downstairs, and my big surprise was running shoes. Oh well, money doesn't grow on trees, at least in our house. But after visiting Mark's, it was time to get this adventure started because we get to pick our starters. Oh, it's finally time. I am so excited for this. The only catch is these Pokemon have adapted to life in Seriyama and have completely changed forms. So these starters will have new regional forms. Let's check it out. First, we have a water type Charmander, then we have a fire type Chikorita, and finally a grass type Mudkip. These are really cool, but I am gonna go for the Charmander. Come on, he has bubbles coming out of his tail. That is amazing. And I'm gonna call you Bubbles. Now, I was told to go train in the first gym, and Bubbles isn't just a pretty face because he destroyed everyone here. Even the gym leader stood no chance. Alrighty, here goes our first gym battle. Let's see how it goes. Come on, Bubbles, let's see what you've got. Let's go for a water gun, and a water gun, another water gun, and a final water gun. And that is our first gym badge, I think. Wait, I didn't even get a gym badge for this. So what was the point? That was kind of pointless, but hey, at least I earned a spot on the high school's Pokemon trainer team, and after beating their #1 student, not only was I sent on my very own adventure, but I had my first evolution too. Wait, what? We have our first evolution, Bubbles. Well, I'm actually really excited to see what this evolution looks like. I have no idea, but I think it's gonna be great. We got a Charmeleon with even more bubbles. That is top tier. Now, I also got to learn that together with my high school team, we will be taking on rival schools and becoming the #1 high school in Seriyama, which honestly sounds like a lot of fun. I eventually ended up in Parvis Town, where the gym was also closed due to it being the so-called off-season. Who would have known that Pokemon Winter is based in the winter? That would explain the snow too. Now, I went to visit my rivaling high school, where I bumped into this guy who was very excited to tell me that he has a girlfriend. Oh, and his name is literally Super Nerd Lucas, so yeah, he must be telling the truth. No, I don't have any pictures of her. No, you can meet her. She goes to a different school. Same, Lucas. Same. Anyways, at this point, I realized that we weren't going to be battling gym leaders at all, but it was going to be the rivaling schools challenging us. So, as instructed, I headed to my first challenge site. So, these challenges work differently than in other games. Instead of just battling the rival team, we'll have to complete objectives, work towards an end goal, which in this case is to find a water stone. And battling the rivals is just a part of this, so let's get this started. I made my way into the Challenger's Cave, and after taking out some Pokemon trainers, my first rival challenged me. But that battle was over before it even started. My next task was to figure out what type of poetry was written on some stone. And I know nothing about literature, but this old man said he knew the answer, so after quickly taking him out, he let me know that it was a haiku. And although that wasn't too interesting, what I bumped into next for sure was... Wait a minute, that Aaron is not normal. That's another regional variant. You know what? I think we have to get that. There is no way we're letting that go. Wait, I only have 4 Pokeballs though. We'll try our best. Come on, please. Yes, we got it. We got our second Pokemon. Wait, what? It's only a dragon type. Damn, okay. We'll take it. You know what? We'll call you Spot. Now, with Spot on my party, I went to retrieve the water stone and get this win, but turns out my rival was already there, and so the battle began. Wait, are all the challenge high school battles in this game all gonna be double battles? Oh, that's actually sick. Alright, let's try this out. Yeah, I don't think these guys are gonna last for long, but at least these battles are super cool. And hey, there it goes. We finally did it. That is our first win? Gym badge? I don't know. I took the water stone, and that is our first high school challenge done. Next up on my journey, I made it through Solemn Forest, which had been taken over by Team Rocket, who had somehow made their way to the Seriyama region. I spotted them having a meeting in this forest, and they talked about raiding the power plant in Infigo City, and there is no way I'm letting that happen. So I made my way to Infigo City, but it was too late, as Team Rocket had already shut off all power to the city. And as I was playing hero and retaking the power plant, Spot decided that it would finally evolve. Hey, Spot's evolving. Oh, this is a long time coming. I've been waiting so long for this. Come on, please, do not let me down. Come on. We have... Oh, yo, that is cool. That Lairon is really, really cool. And it's a steel type too now. But that guy's awesome. What a cool sprite. Then, after playing around with these Voltorbs who kept the gate locked, I discovered something. Wait, what? We got it. Yeah, I totally knew how to do this. All that was left to do at this point was to turn on the generator and the city would have electricity again. But as I approached it, I saw that it was being guarded by a Team Rocket member. Or so I thought, but turns out he was also... Wait a minute, this guy's in Figo High School's #1 trainer. Wait, so is this our next challenge? To be honest, I have no idea, but let's take him on. I was making no progress on this guy as he just kept taking me out until... Hey, Bubbles is evolving! Yo! Oh, this could save us. We could actually finally beat that guy. Yes, come on. Let's get that water Charizard. Yo! Come on, tell me that doesn't look amazing. That is one beautiful Pokemon. Now let's finally go beat that guy. Alright, come on, Bubbles. Yo, that Sprite is sick! Alright, I don't think this should be too much of a challenge anymore. Yes, I think we got it. Oh, I think that's the final Pokemon. No, there's one more. We got a crit. Yes. Oh, it's over. It's over. We did it. That took way too long. It sure did. But hey, that battle is finally over, and at least I never have to go through that again. At this point, the mayor informed me that the entire show at the power plant had been a distraction, as they had robbed the research lab while I was gone. And the information they stole was related to an ancient legendary Pokemon that resides in the Sariyama region. We'll have to learn more about that later, but for now we just have to keep moving. This time my journey took me east, and after exploring the Red Cave, I ended up in Arcanum City, and I had clearly spent way too much time in that cave because I was informed that the next challenge had already started. Well, I made it to the next challenge site, which was the next gym, and I made it there just in time to see my teammate take the win. I was next up, but because of the insane amounts of leveling I had to do to take out that stupid trainer earlier, this battle was over before it had even started. As everybody but me left the gym, I was left alone, and as it was my time to head out, a Sableye appeared out of nowhere. The music stopped and a line of text appeared saying, "Find the crypt, young hero. There is much to discuss." Could this mean there's something more evil going on in Sariyama? Something more sinister? Something more... Oh, hey, look, flowers. Wait, what was I thinking of? Who knows? But let's keep on moving. After traveling through this graveyard, I eventually found the entrance to the crypt. And I guess we've made it this far, so no turning back now. I eventually made it to the bottom of the crypt where things didn't seem to be normal. What on earth is that on the floor? I don't know if I want to step on it. I'm kind of scared. Oh, it just healed us. Okay. That wasn't so bad after all. So my heart rate just got doubled for no reason, huh? Jeez, that is not cool. Anyways, my heart rate had no time to go back down as right after this, something strange happened. Wait, why is it snowing inside? I know it's called Pokemon Winter, but winter does not affect the weather inside. Okay, let's find out what... It's a Sableye. Look, I don't know what's going on. There's a shadowy figure there. Okay. And an internal struggle would like to battle. This is the most Gen Z thing I've ever seen in my life. Wait, check out how cool that Swampert is. Yo, these starters are sick. Jeez, but that internal struggle was tough. That's a sentence I never thought I was gonna say while playing Pokemon. But it is what it is. Let's just try this again. Yo, wait, Spot's evolving. Yo, okay, this is gonna help. Wait a minute, let's see this final form. Come on. Yo, that Aggron is really sick. Okay, I don't think that internal struggle will stand much of a chance anymore. Or at least I thought so, but jeez, that thing was hard. Well, we got it eventually. Now with that battle done, the voice inside my head told me that I will know when the time has come to save the world. I have no idea what that means, and I'm sure I'll find out later, but I can only wonder, what's really going on in Sariyama? Anyways, I wasn't sure where to go next, but I hopped on my Charizard and started my journey across the ocean, after which I bumped into a daycare center, where a surprise was awaiting me. Wait a minute, we just got an egg from the daycare center. Wait, what could that be? Oh, I have no idea, but I'm really excited for that one. After visiting your mom taking a nap out in the open, I was informed that Team Rocket is somewhere in these mountains hunting for the legendary Pokemon. So you know what? That's what we're gonna do too. While exploring the cave, I bumped into some super nerds. And no, I'm not mocking them. That's actually what they're called. Look, I don't know what's up with this region. Don't ask me. Well, I managed to find the fossils they were looking for, and reluctantly they let me take one. So the claw fossil is what I went for. Now, after clearing out Team Rocket from over here, I thought all was clear. So I made my way into the Summon Tunnel ready to explore the next town. But I was faced with the same high school challenge from earlier, and once again, he f***ed me up. But this time, I was able to take him down, at least fast enough. After this, I ended up in Summon City, where I was determined on hatching my egg. Oh my god, the egg is finally hatching. Trico, hey, that's not bad. We'll take that for sure. Honestly, I was kind of hoping for a regional form, but that'll do. Now, with that Trico on my team, how could I ever lose a battle again, right? Well, honestly, that was kind of true, because I sent these next high schoolers all the way back to elementary school with one big sweep. Next up, I was en route to Aura City, and the road here was not easy. I had to travel through the wilds where the trainers were actually really hard. I mean, these guys KO'd me way too many times to even count. I'm traumatized. But eventually, I did make it to Aura Town, where I felt like I really related with the people. Who needs a bedroom or a kitchen when you have a man cave? I couldn't relate to that anymore. Now, I couldn't take on the school challenge quite yet because I was warned that Team Rocket had taken control of the coast. Now, after a bunch of exploring, I realized I had to go all the way back to Infigo Town, unlock the doors to the lab, where I managed to turn that fossil into an anorith. But I retrieved the mystery key and then traveled all the way back to the wilds to go unlock Team Rocket's hideout. That took a while. So it turns out that wasn't even enough to unlock the hideout, but after some more exploring, I found the entrance to some ancient temple. And in here, there was a hole in the wall which led me to a statue of an Articuno. But standing next to me was an unknown figure. And as he turned around and revealed his face, we got to find out that it was none other than Giovanni. But he was clearly too scared to take me on, and he just ran away. I mean, I'd be scared of my team too. But that was all there was to do in these ruins, at least for now. So I was off on my way. Now, with Giovanni gone, I guess Team Rocket left too, because as I arrived back to the beach in Aura City, it was already time for my next high school challenge. Now, this time we had some more objectives to complete during this challenge. I surfed across the ocean looking for the lighthouse I was supposed to battle at, but ended up falling through a hole in this cave. And I saw no way out, but as I approached the blue object, my hero's mark started pulsating violently, and it left the cave in darkness. Out of nowhere, a gust of wind blew me to this icy mountain where I encountered the legendary Pokemon Articuno. It told me that I was the only one capable of stopping Giovanni from taking over and capturing it. Personally, I thought that's a bit too much responsibility to put on a kid, but hey, you do you. And just as fast as I had disappeared into the frozen realm, I was right back where I started. The lighthouse wasn't far away, but as I made it there, I was informed that my battle had been forfeited because I was gone for too long, and I thought it was over for us. But somehow a miracle struck and our teammate actually did something useful for once and won his battle. Now, all that was left for the win was to take on this double battle and annihilate these guys, and that is exactly what happened. Next up, my journey took me to Route 17, which actually did feel like the Pokemon Winter. But I got tired of this winter wonderland pretty soon, as I probably spent over 30 minutes struggling on this stupid puzzle. Anyways, I ended up in Nick's Town eventually, but I didn't spend too much time here as I headed straight for Mount Glass. After exploring Mount Glass, I bumped into a trainer who we easily took out. Well, it turned out it was actually Nick's Town's high school trainer, and so that's another win under our belt, I guess. And next up, it was time to head towards our final high school challenge at Tandem City. I flew back to Infigo City and continued my adventure west. After scaling a couple waterfalls, exploring some caves, and failing some puzzles, I finally ended up in Tandem City ready for our final challenge. After visiting Tandem High School and finding some new regional forums, it was time for our final battle. Now, turns out they had let me fight the easier battle so my teammate would lose against the other rival. And they said this was because they were supposed to be the best double battlers in Seriama. Look, I don't know was that an intimidation tactic or what, but that didn't go too well for you guys now, did it? After going back home and telling my dad about my journey, I opened a letter I received in the mail which invited me to Seriama's regional tournament. I of course went to see what's up, and my first battle, well, I destroyed everyone. But while waiting for my second battle, my hero's mark once again started pulsating violently. My screen went black and white and text appeared on my screen. The time has come for you to save our world. But after leaving my room and entering the battle arena, everything seemed normal. Too normal. And now my final championship battle began. I one-shot everybody again, and it ended. But instead of being awarded with a medal and a massive ceremony, I was taken to a small back room and I was told that Team Rocket used the championship as a decoy to infiltrate Mount Glass. Now, with Yukio, my rival and descendants of hundreds of guardians of Mount Glass, we were the best equipped team to go and save the world. Mount Glass was full of Team Rocket members, and I managed to take them out without a challenge, at least until this guy had to show up. It took me ages to... Wait, I actually beat him first try. I mean, of course I did. Duh. I continued scaling up Mount Glass and was met with a lot of challenges. There was way too many trainers and these electric gates kept blocking my path. I did shut off the generators eventually, but I struggled so much on these puzzles. How on earth did I pass 5th grade? Anyways, it was time to head to the top of the mountain and save Articuno. I ran past some massive battles and made it to the top of the mountain where I saw a familiar sight. The same portal from earlier in the high school challenge that took us to Articuno, which means they must already be inside. We're already this far, so there's no stopping now. I entered the portal where Giovanni was waiting for us, but there was no Articuno in sight. Is it too late? I don't know, but what I do know is that this is it. Okay, I was gonna try and make this battle sound epic and all that stuff, but honestly, he was surprisingly underleveled. I saw him sending out an Articuno, but even my championship rivals had similar leveled Pokemon. I guess that's what happens when you let your arrogance get the best of you. But while he was leaving, I heard Giovanni calling Kanto and tell him to execute Operation Silphco, which means that this is kind of like a prequel to Kanto, which I really like. Honestly, you guys really need to play this game because it was so much fun. So with the Seriyama region saved, I guess the video's over. There's still the Elite Four to go, but I'll save that for later. Let me know what I should play next, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!